All right, now we're going to talk about syllables. And who can tell me what a syllable is? That's right, a syllable is a word or part of a word with one vowel sound. So a syllable has how many vowel sounds? One. So a syllable equals one vowel sound. All right? Now, accent, let's review what accent is. Remember when we talked about call the dog? When we have an accented syllable, we say that syllable louder, longer, and stronger. So if we have two syllables in a word, one of those syllables is going to be accented, meaning we say it louder, longer, and stronger. Let's review our coding for vowels. When we have a vowel in a closed syllable, it is short, code it with a brief. A vowel in an open accented syllable is long, code it with a macron. I'm going to write some words on the board for us. We have napkin, and we have combat, and we have bandit. Now, when I'm trying to determine how many syllables does my word have, I'm going to look first for my voiced vowels. So we have napkin, here's a vowel, kin, vowel. What comes between the two vowels? Consonants. So we're going to split the word between the two consonants. Now, we have a vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. And we have a vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. Now, on these words, on this word napkin, did we have a suffix? No. Did we have any letter clusters or digraphs? No. If so, we would have coded those first. A short vowel sound is a signal that there must be a consonant after the first vowel to close the syllable. Now, let's decide which syllable, nap or kin, is accented, and we're going to use the call of the dog. Which one sounds louder, longer, and stronger? Napkin. Let's pretend like we have a dog named Napkin. We're going to call Napkin. 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 Which syllable is accented? Correct, the first syllable. So we're going to put an accent mark on our first syllable. So when we have a two-syllable base word, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look first for any suffixes. So let's try this on the next one. Do we have any suffixes in combat? No. We're going to mark any letter clusters. Do I have any letter clusters, digraphs, or trigraphs? No. We're going to find the first vowel sound and then the next sounded vowel. So we have com is our first sounded vowel sound. Bat is our second. Now we're going to find the pattern. So we have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Now we're going to divide between the consonants because this says combat, which tells us that these are both in closed syllables. We're going to divide our syllables. Now, which one is accented? Let's use our call the dog technique. Combat, combat, right? The first syllable is accented, so we're going to put our accent mark on the first syllable. Now we're going to code. We have a vowel and a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. A vowel and a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. Now let's read the word, combat. Who can use that in a sentence? You played Mortal Kombat. Good job. Okay, let's try the last one now. Okay, let's review our steps. What's the first thing I'm gonna look for? Suffixes. Do I see any suffixes? No. Do I have any word clusters? No. Find the first sounded vowel, a, bandit. The second sounded vowel, it. Two consonants. We're going to split our syllable between the consonants. Now we need to decide, so it's a C or V, C, C, V pattern. We've divided. Now let's figure out which syllable is accented. Is it ban or dit? Let's use our call the dog technique. Bandit. Where are you, bandit? Which syllable do we say louder, longer, and stronger? Ban, correct. So we're going to accent that. Now we need to code it. We have a vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. A vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. The word is bandit. Who can use bandit in a sentence? Good, the thief was a bandit. Great job. Okay, now I need you to turn into your packet and get out your syllable division page. Your syllable division page. Let me erase this. We just did those first three together. Let's look at number 4. It is contact. Change my color here. So we have contact is number 4. Number 5 is magnet. And number 6 is Mustang. All right, so let's go through our steps. First thing we do, look for any suffixes. Do I have any suffixes on contact? No. Do I have any letter clusters? No. Let's find our vowel. I'm going to change the color of my ink so we can see. We have O and A. So we have a VCCV pattern, and we know that we are going to split this between the consonants. Let's figure out which syllable, con or tact, is accented. Contact. Contact. It's going to be con, so we're going to accent this syllable here. And now we need to code it. A vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. A vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. The word is contact. Okay, next word, magnet. Do we have any suffixes? No. Letter clusters? No. Let's identify our vowels. We have A and E, between which are two consonants. So we have a V, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. We split that between the consonants. Now, which syllable is accented? Magnet. Magnet. Mag, correct. So we're going to put our accent mark on this first syllable. Now we're going to code. A vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. A vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. And the word is magnet. Next word, Mustang. Do we have any suffixes? No. Any letter clusters? We do on Mustang, correct. So for Mustang, what do we do? With our digraph, we underline it. And I failed to let you know that we're looking for coding digraph NG, and Ms. Heller made a mistake. We have contact up here, followed by A, O, or U, code it with a K back. Do I have K followed by A, O, or U? Yes, so we should have coded this with a K back. All right. So back to Mustang. We have underlined our digraph in G. Now let's find the first vowel, and then ang. What type of letters come between? S is a consonant, T is a consonant. So we have a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. We're going to split that between our consonants. Now, which one is accented? Mustang. Go get the Mustang. Which one is Mustang? Come here, Mustang. Mustang. Correct. Your second syllable is going to be accented, so we're going to put an accent mark. Now we're going to code. We have a vowel and a closed syllable short, code it with a brief. A vowel and a closed syllable short, code it with a brief. And our word is Mustang. All right, now flip that page over, and we're going to look at dividing syllables when we have a double consonant. We have a rule called the rabbit rule when we do that. And before we get started there, let's look at the kind of coding that we're going to be looking for. We're going to be doing a vowel and a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. A vowel and an open accented syllable is long, code it with a macron. And we're going to have a double consonant. Mark the second one out. Okay? So let's look at number one. And I'm going to teach you about the rabbit rule. Number one, the word is rabbit. First thing we look for is what? Suffixes. Do we have a suffix? Nope. Do we have a letter cluster? Nope. Now we're going to identify our vowels. We have a vowel here and a vowel here. That is a V. And we have two consonants. Now look at our consonants. It's a double consonant. So the rabbit rule is, if we have two consonants that are between two vowels, divide between the double consonant. So if we have a double consonant between two vowels, we're going to split it between the consonant. That's called the rabbit rule. Okay? Now, let's take a look at, we've divided, let's accent this. Rabbit. Now do we say rabbit? Come here, rabbit. No, because we have a double consonant. We're going to mark the second one out. This consonant is not making a sound. Okay? So we have rabbit. Correct. The first syllable is accented. We're going to write an accent. Now let's code our word rabbit. A vowel and a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. A vowel and a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. Make sense? Okay, let's look at another word. We have bobbin. Okay, first thing I'm looking for, do I have a suffix on bobbin? Nope. Do I have a letter cluster? Nope. Let's identify our vowels, our sounded vowels. We have O and N, and between them we have a double consonant. We're going to split it between the two. Now, because this is a double consonant, we mark the second one out. Because we don't say Bob bin, we say Bob in. Only one of the letters makes a sound. All right, now let's use call the dog. Which syllable is accented, the first syllable or the second syllable? We have bobbin, bobbin. You're correct, it's Bob. So we're gonna write accent. Now let's code it. A vowel and a close syllable is short, code it with a brief. A vowel and a close syllable is short, code it with a brief. Now we have the word bobbin. Next word is puppet. Let me make that, let me erase some of this, make some room. All right, do we have any suffixes? No. Do we have any letter clusters? No. Do we have, so let's identify our vowels. We have a U, a sounded U, and a sounded E. And in between them are two consonants. So we have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. And our rule is that the rabbit rule says when we have a double consonant, we split it between the center, and we know we're going to mark out the second because it's not making a sound. We have pup-et. All right, let's decide which one is accented. Puppet, puppet, right, pup. Then we have a vowel and a close syllable short, code it with a brief. A vowel and a close syllable short, code it with a brief, and the word is puppet. Let's do one more on this page, and then you can do the last two for homework. The last one we're gonna do is number 4, griffin. Griffin. Step 1, do we have any suffixes? No. Do we have any letter clusters? No, not that we've learned yet. Let's identify the vowels and consonants, or the vowels with the consonants between them. We have I and E, and between them are a double consonant. Rabbit rule, we split them, and then we mark out the second sound. So we have griff, N. Now, which syllable is accented? Griff, and griff, and griff. So we accent this. We have a vowel and a close syllable is short, code it with a brief. A vowel and a close syllable is short, code it with a brief. Now let's read the word griffin. Okay, I need you to complete 5 and 6 for homework.